Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome class 7th in your online physics class. In the previous class we have studied about the circuit diagram. So today we'll study about the circuit system. I have told you about the electrical symbols in the previous class. Now we will study about the types of circuit system. So the first type, on the basis of arrangements of appliance or resistors, the electrical circuit are divided into two categories: series and parallel. So in the series circuit, as you can see here, that there are two bulbs A and B are connected to a key and a battery. So these bulbs are said to be in series. When the key is closed, it means when the circuit is complete, both these bulbs glow in series combination. So the appliances work simultaneously. When one appliance goes out of order, the other appliance also stop working. It is because the circuit stands open at the point where the first appliance goes out of order. Thus appliances connected in series combination are dependent on one and another. It means when the one appliance stops working, then the other appliance will also stops working. So here in this figure you can see that there are two bulbs A and B. So we have connected A and B, both the bulbs, with the battery. Then we switched on. We observed that both the bulbs are glowing, right? So these both the bulbs are connected in series. Now what we do, we replace the bulb B by the bulb C. This bulb C is the fused bulb. So when we switched on, then we'll find that the bulb stops glowing. So this is why it happens. It happens because when any electrical appliance goes out of order, the other appliance also stops working. This is because electricity supply to the circuit is cut off. So here the C bulb is fused, so the bulb A would not glow. This is it happens in series circuit. Okay. Now the next is the parallel circuit. You can see in this figure that the two bulbs A and B are connected to a cell through key K1 and K2 in parallel. As you can see that A and B bulb here are parallel with each other. Now when both the keys K1 and K2 are closed, both the bulbs will glow. And when any one of key is kept open and the other one closed, only the bulb glows when key is closed. Only that bulb glows whose key is closed. In the parallel combination, the appliances work independently. Due to this reason, all the circuits are connected in parallel in our household wiring system. Every appliances when switched on works independently without disturbing other appliances. For example, when you switch on a fan in a room, the other appliances like tube lights and AC installed there are not disturbed. That is, they remain switched off. So it means that all the circuits in our houses are arranged in a parallel combination. As you can see in this diagram, when we switched off the when we press key K1, then the A bulb glows, and when we press key K2, then B glows. It means that A and B work simultaneously, so it is a parallel circuit. Now let's take an example. Here A and B are connected in parallel. Okay, now when we switch on, then we will observe that both A and B bulb are glowing. Okay, now what we do here, these are connected in parallel. Now what we do, we replace the B bulb by a fused C bulb. Then we will observe what will happen when we open a switch. We will observe that the bulb A will glow and bulb C will not glow because it is a fused bulb. So it means that in an parallel circuit, all the appliances work independently. If one appliance stops working, then it will not affect the other appliances present in that circuit. Okay students, now the next is conductors and insulators. The materials that allow electric current to flow through them are called conductors. All metals and their alloys are good conductors of electricity. Copper, iron, steel, brass, and silver are conductors. Our body is also a conductor of electricity. Among non-metals, only graphite is a good conductor of electricity. So this is the exception case that the graphite is a non-metal and it is a good conductor of electricity. Now the non-conductors are those which do not allow electric current to flow through them. They are called non-conductors or insulators. For example, dry wood, glass, rubber, plastic, and pure water are insulators or non-conductors. So we can easily check whether the given material is a conductor or an insulator. So to check this, what we do, we connect the bulb and the battery with the help of the connecting wire, and then what we connect the material which we want to check whether it is a conductor or insulator. So here in this figure you can see in the diagram that I have in this figure steel is connected in here, and when this key which is made up of steel is connected, you can observe that the bulb is glowing. And in the second figure you can see that the wood is connected here, and and the bulb is not glowing, right? So it means that wood is not passing the electricity through the circuit, that is why the bulb is not glowing. And in the first figure you can see the key which is made of steel is connected. So it means that the current is passing through the steel and the circuit is complete and the bulb is glowing. So it means that steel is a good electrical conductor, but a wood is not a good conductor, it is an insulator. This is how we check the material whether it is a conductor or insulator.